What's going on, guys? It's Retro. I'm here at my garage. Just wanted to show you a few things with my bikes. Primarily the restoration bike over there. Um, this one has been in an accident. I fixed it up, and it still runs good. Reliable brand, Yamaha R3. It's a good starter bike. That's pretty much what I ride. I'm working on this project bike. It's a Triumph 750 Bonneville. T140E is the exact model. Before I got it, it was sitting in a garage for 37 years. All of this was not as clean as before, or how it is now, but you can see just how shiny it is and how reflective it is. You can see my hand in the reflection. I did have to get a new ignition switch because I couldn't find the key for the ignition switch or the handlebar lock. But the handlebar lock was already unlocked, so it moves on its own. I'm fine with that. Ignition switch was pretty easy to find a replacement part. Got a new one, got 2 new keys, and it's good to go on that. Battery was dead when I got it. It was a sealed lead acid, but battery just lost its voltage. Sorry, there's a spider right here. Spiders like this thing for some reason, and my bike for some reason. Maybe it's just the garage, but if you see the little white things in the exhaust, that's just because I'm making sure no critters or any type of animal get up into the exhaust of the motorcycle and make a little nest, because I've actually had that kind of start to happen with my bike. I've found dog food in my exhaust, which was really strange because every time I revved it up, it would just shoot it around in there and then eventually spit it out. And I was like, how did I get dog food in my exhaust? So I thought about it and I said, let me just get it all out and then plug the exhaust. So haven't had the problem since. To talk about a few things on this side of the bike, as you can see, it's really shiny. I'm sorry I can't get a good view right now because it's sitting in the garage, but this side of the bike, you can see just how much clean it is. Obviously it's not perfect because it's been sitting for 37 years. It's a classic. I want it to be original paint, original everything. I'm not going to be like changing much. The only things I'm going to be doing is making it operational, so that way it's safe to ride. Obviously I'm going to be taking apart the carburetor, cleaning it all, every little piece and bit out of there. I've already started with I started with the gas tank, actually. This came off, and the inside of here was all rusted. This was like all rusted. You can see kind of what's left of the rust, but I can get a new one of these real easy. Sorry, my light just went out. That's why I have the door cracked a little bit so some more sunlight comes in. With the engine, I mean, I got the outside pretty clean. Crank casing pretty clean. I obviously need to check the spark plugs once I get a new battery. Right now I don't have a battery. That's going to be one of my other things that I got to check. I do have compression. I've tried the kickstart. I do have compression, so I know the engine will turn over. I got fuel in the tank now. The only other thing is just checking if I can get spark. I already know that the shit, I forgot what it's called. whatever. I know that I can get gas into the engine and turn over the engine. As long as I have spark after I put a battery in, then everything would, in that case, turn over. However, I don't want to do all of that until this is removed, taken apart, cleaned every little last bit. This is removed, taken apart, cleaned every little last bit. Probably be just replacing bolts here and there, just because I've seen rusted bolts here and there. I mean, obviously, this one's not as bad, but this one right here possibly should definitely be replaced. This one's obviously going to be replaced as well. I mean, most of them on the engine at least are going to be replaced. I'll probably end up breaking a whole bunch of them when I'm taking them off, or stripping them, because it looks like these ones are going to give me a tough time. Not sure if you can see that. I mean, they're just just Phillips heads, but as you can see, like this one right here has already been stripped out a little bit by the previous either installer or someone else that was tinkering with it 37 years ago. But before I got it, it was all gunk up in here. It would be nasty to touch. It feels so smooth now. It's crazy. It just feels so clean. Feels like how it should be. I just want to get it started, and can't wait to get started. I went and got a mechanic's not really a look at it, but basically told me some things about it and how I could get started with cleaning, or at least getting some paperwork together, get that done, making sure it starts. If it starts, then I can actually work on it. But I mean, I'd rather just work on it first to clean it. I know it starts right here. I know it'll start for sure, because it started 37 years ago. It only has 3,865 miles on it. There was nothing wrong with it before. The only things I've done is just taken off the fuel tank, removed the fuel lines to the carburetor, and just plugged it with the petcocks. But I have new petcocks, so that way the fuel will go smoothly through, because the old petcocks are probably all clogged up. And I broke one of them taking it off, because I wanted to see if it would work still, but it broke instead of working. Let's see. Another thing I hope to start doing is either get a bigger garage, or find a place where I can work on the two bikes, that I have enough space to just spread everything out, because right now I'm just kind of cluttered. I'm not sure if you guys can tell, but there's two couches right here. The two bikes right next to each other. These are all my tools over here. There's a whole bunch of little, this is my main area right here. All this and that. I got some extra tools up there, but all this, flashlight to see in dark areas, special mirror to be able to see where I need to in tight squeezes, different things, specialty tools, oil filter changer. I got most of the things that I should need, but I'm gonna need a lot more than this if I wanted to take everything completely apart. I mean, I should be able to take apart the engine, get it off the frame, get the carburetor out of the engine, and or not out of the engine, it's right here, but I mean, get it, you know, pull it off. This was something my uncle painted on there, and he died about 30s, probably about 36 years ago, because that's when it, or no, sorry, 38 years ago, because that's when it pretty much went into the garage, as after that, it just went into the back of the garage. The brake reservoir, or the, yeah, brake fluid reservoirs are empty, but they're an older container, so I can clean them out, reuse them. The tubes don't feel as good reusing, because, you know, the stuff inside can't be as easily cleaned. I also have like a jet washer that'll probably shoot through all the way, but I don't know. I don't have that. The rear one, I don't even know where it is, actually. I don't think. Oh wait, yeah, I do. I just found it. Okay. So it's under my seat, right here with the electronics components. But there's actually 2 more spark plugs. Basically, just want to show you this, show you my garage, what it's like to try to work on both bikes in here. It's kind of just a really tight squeeze, if you can see. But next time I'll try to get some better lighting, or better lighting, or be able to show you more in detail what I've done to it. I mean, I've cleaned up pretty much the entire bike. The entire bike is cleaned except for the seat. The seat's the only thing I haven't done. That, and probably the chain. The chain hasn't been done. The spokes haven't been done. But the inside of the wheels have been, I've been touched up the chrome. I'll show you. I mean, touched up the chrome on the inside of the wheels, touched up the chrome here, there, everywhere. On the handlebars. I mean, it's not going to be perfect, but you get the point. This is fucked. Because this is, I don't know, it's just like stuck into the mounting. Or whatever the fuck, I don't know. I need to take it apart. Figure out, okay, so it's a flathead, two flatheads I need to take apart, figure out why it's stuck. Maybe just need some grease, but I'll probably need a new throttle, or maybe something that one of you guys can tell me in the comments section below what I need to do to get that unstuck. Other than that, I'll be working on this bike, trying to get in. I need to find a new battery is one thing. Other than that, I'll be starting to take apart the carburetor, then the engine. I'll probably be doing the brakes in the meantime, checking the brake, getting new brake fluid, cleaning that all out, cleaning the tubes out. The electrical equipment's actually all still good, surprisingly enough. I'm gonna leave everything pretty much original though. I wanna keep it all original. I don't know about the speedometers yet because I haven't seen them work, but I know the lights inside of them work. The wheels, I'll probably be getting new tires, even though they're not dry rot, and they're actually still good, still hold air. Not from 37 years ago, but I put air in them. They're not dry rot. There's no leaks, no cracks. They hold air. They have good tread. I mean, I could reuse them, but I probably shouldn't. I mean, one of you guys can tell me in the comments below if I can or can't. Should or should not, I don't know. But overall, it's my choice, I guess. Let's see. What else? I'm trying to think about what else. I mean, I don't know what that is down there. There's like a little switch right there with a spring attached to it. Really don't know what that is. It looks like a little weird down here. It looks all gunky. Oh, yeah, it's not a spring. Yeah, it's not a switch. That's just like a relay or some shit. Never mind. I'm fine. Let's see. I don't know what that is. I don't know if you can see that, but that little spot right there, I think I missed it. Either that or something started leaking out. It's nasty. I'm just gonna wipe it on the end of this. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I just missed a spot, but I know there's oil. It's an oil in frame. It comes down here, so it might just be the oil like leaking out from how old it is. But I mean, I'll have to clean that. Other motorcycles driving by. Yeah, other than that, I'll be starting with the carburetor, engine, working my way through that. I have no clue about an engine or a carburetor, so I have a book, Mark Paxton's Enthusiast book, to take it all apart and help me out with that. But I mean, if you guys want to leave some comments below, show some support, show some love, please like, comment, and subscribe to see more. Thanks. I'll keep you guys updated.